at our home away from home here at Sunshine Summit. There's always a project to do, and my next project here is, well, I have to go around the back. The next project is this window. And also this window. So now I thought it was going to be a really hard job, but as I've come to learn through an installer who gave me a quote, but now I feel like don't really need his services, I thought I had to take the whole aluminum window out, and I made a hole right there just to see how much of the stucco I might have to remove to do that. But actually I don't. I just have to take everything out of the frame, like the sashes and the middle post, and the window fits right in the hole. And it'd probably be more interesting for me to show you rather than just to tell you. Now, on the other side of the windows, there's all this junk I put in here. And considering how much space there is around here, I wish I hadn't put it in this room, because now I got to get it all out of the way so I can work in here. So anyway, I do have this furniture dolly, and since everything is in like bins, might not be too hard, but that's what I gotta do next. Okay, so all the stuff is now gone. It's actually like a couple hours later. I probably could have moved it all in like 10-15 minutes, but I took my time. But now I've turned this into this, and but this is actually a more comfortable place to sort through it. We're going to sort it into keepers, giver awayers, trash, and stuff to sell at a yard sale. Okay, in this yard right here. Okay, so we're going to start with this window. It's the smallest one, and I'm going to do this one also. It's a bigger one. And then there's some much bigger ones we're going to do at our house in Long Beach. And here's the opening from the outside. Now, I've always wanted to get rid of this planter box, and I've never done it. So today is the day. Okay, and the planter box is gone. I'll get rid of the brackets later. So the next step is to do a dry fit of the window. And it looks almost completed, but it's not, because I have to now take it down, glue it in place, caulk around the edge, and then later on I'll finish in the inside. So I put a bead of caulk around the window, and I put the window back in place. Okay, I secured the window from the inside with some screws, and all that's left now is to caulk around the outside of the window where it meets the stucco. Now it's time for this window. Okay, so now we have two brand new windows, and unlike I thought, I didn't have to go down to the studs to get the bare opening. I could use the existing window frame and mount a new window through it. Now my caulking leaves something to be desired. Never quite got the knack of caulking, but there's plenty on there, and it shouldn't leak. And hopefully I will be painting later this year, so that will That will cover up the excess caulk. And on the inside, I did cheat a little bit because you notice I didn't talk about using any shims. Well, as it turns out, something was a little weird with my measurements because both windows just barely fit into the opening very snugly. So there was no room to adjust them. Also, I'm not quite done with these windows because this gap right here, I need to fill that with insulation foam and then cover the gap with some trim. So that'll be the next installment from Sunshine Summit.